You said you would do it yesterday, but here we are today. It's not yet done, and it seems procrastination is winning at the game again. Let me share with you 5 things that help me beat procrastination, especially on days I don't feel like doing anything. The first things first is to always remind yourself that the reward for success is in taking action. Without action, there is no success. So the more you delay in executing the task, the more you delay the successful outcome. Stop depending on how you feel. Depending on your feeling to set the tone for your day is like depending on a baby to run a company. You do not need to feel motivated in order to take action. Your feelings shouldn't tell you what to do to build the life that you truly know that you desire. Rather, you should be the one telling your feelings how to conform to what needs to be done. So just because you don't feel like doing it doesn't mean you have to give into the feeling of not doing it. When my brain starts acting like everything feels overwhelming and is too much, I tell myself, just do it for 5 minutes. That's all. No pressure and then no big expectations. But what I find that 9 times out of 10, once I start, I end up going for much longer. But here's the magic, because starting is really the hardest part. Once you start, 5 minutes becomes 15, and before you know it, you're already in a flow. The fourth thing I do is I break it down into ridiculously tiny steps, because procrastination loves vague and overwhelming tasks, and big tasks can sometimes scare the brain. So break it down into tiny steps. The smaller the steps, the better. For example, reach my first 10,000 subscribers on YouTube can sound very big and scary, but setting the goal to create the channel or film your first YouTube video sounds more doable and feels very exciting. So my advice to you would be to develop a framework that breaks larger tasks into smaller steps. You will most likely be excited to start something and not hold back when you know the first step that you need to take to actually begin. And finally, keep yourself accountable to someone. You can beat procrastination by staying accountable to someone who keeps you on track. My girlfriends and I have a group where we keep ourselves accountable to always ensure that we upload a YouTube video once every week. And when anyone does not upload a video, we pay a fine of 100,000 naira. So we're motivated by just keeping each other accountable to ensure that we do what we say that we will do. So when you share your goals out loud, it creates healthy pressure, increases your steps of responsibility, and then of course provides support. So choose someone or a group of people who are reliable, who set clear and specific goals, and then check in regularly with each other. Accountability makes it harder for you to make excuses and easier for you to stay consistent. Use these tips to beat procrastination at its own game.